Okay, it is November 20th and it is 1:36 a.m. Now, as you can see by the title, I am going to be making a quick review of the latest Harry Potter movie that came out, well, in figure terms, yesterday, but I technically watched it today. Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1. Now, let me get a few points across, right? A few things before we start this video. I am not a Harry Potter fan. Right? I've not been a Harry Potter fan since the fourth movie, which I didn't like. I didn't like the fourth movie, the fifth movie, or the sixth movie. I only liked the first three because the first three, in my opinion, were family movies. But I'll get onto that a little bit. You know, I'm not a Harry Potter fan. Haven't been for a little while. So I wasn't really anticipating this movie, and I wasn't getting excited for it. And as a lot of people have been, I've had people tell me that this movie was amazing. It's the best one out of the series. That it's going to be hard to top. And I'm sorry, guys, but this movie just didn't do it for me. And I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not a terrible movie. It didn't suck. I mean, the worst out of all of these movies was by far The Half-Blood Prince. I fell asleep watching that movie. I had to watch it again, and it still sucked. And I managed to stay awake for it, but it sucked. And right, let me tell you this now, right? I have difficulty sleeping. I have issues with sleeping that I have to take, like this herbal stuff just helps me sleep. I won't take sleeping medication because that's stupid, but I take herbal stuff just to help me sleep. I research different methods of helping you sleep. I have difficulty sleeping. So, with that being said, if I can fall asleep in a movie theater when it is playing, whilst it is playing with the audio at a pretty loud volume, and I managed to fall asleep, what does that tell me? Yes, it was boring, but I didn't fall asleep during this movie. No, I fell asleep during the one before this. But this movie just didn't do it for me. I mean, first off, the characters in this movie. I mean, the actors just didn't seem as into it as they have been in the other movies. It really bothered me. Like it didn't feel like a Harry Potter movie. It just didn't feel like it. And then the story just didn't. It was a bit meh. Now, yeah, I understand that this is a two-part movie, and I hate two-part movies. Hate them with a passion. I would rather have this been a 4.5 hour long movie than have to wait another year to see what happens in the end. And I know I'm gonna have to go see the last one because my girlfriend's into it, my sister's into it. It just bugs me, and it just felt like they were lacking originality. And I know it's not the movie. I felt that was J.K. Rowling's fault. There were things in this movie that I just think I felt like I have seen this before in other movies. The symbols, the plots, and all this stuff. Like, I mean, most of you Harry Potter fans have probably seen this movie already, and the people who haven't seen this movie probably read the book. So you know what the whole this, I can't remember what they're called, the Hodge something that they're trying to find, and they've got to destroy them because it's to help defeat Voldemort. And one of them's a necklace, the pendant ones, the ones where they split open, like a locket, that's it. And the fact that if you wear this locket around your neck, it drives you crazy. And I'm like, where have I seen that before? Lord of the Rings, and ring, wear it around the neck, drives you crazy. Another thing that bothered me, the amount of times we saw Daniel Radcliffe in this movie not wearing clothes bothered me. No, it's not to the fact that my girlfriend has a huge crush on him. No, that doesn't bother me. I'm like, I don't want to see him naked. I don't want to see him not wearing any clothes. It does not appeal to me. And the fact that I don't see how he can appeal to girls. I mean, he's not exactly attractive. I mean, yeah, I know me, I'm an ugly, fat 19-year-old dude who's complaining to my webcam, but he just, no, I don't see the appeal in him. He just doesn't, I don't know. You know, so that being said, I know full well that if you're a huge Harry Potter fan, you will love this movie. I know that for a fact, and I know the fact that it's going to do extremely well in the box office. Extremely well, because I mean, down here where I live in Texas, I mean, I live in the Dallas area, and I know that my local theatre, sold out the midnight showing. They had 4 screens playing it, and they sold out all 4 of them for their midnight showing. And then today they had a showing at 7:30, which sold out. They had a showing at 4:10, which is the one I went to, and there were the only seats that were available left, pretty much, were the seats at the front. And there were people in there too. So, the whole back part was filled. There was maybe 1 or 2 seats that didn't have a person in it. So this is going to do outstanding in the box office. It won't do as well as Avatar or maybe even Twilight, but I know it will do extremely well. No, it'll do better than Twilight. What the fuck am I talking about? Anything does. Anything's better than Twilight, to be honest. But, I mean, all I can say is if you're not a Harry Potter fan and, you've got a girlfriend or a wife or a husband or a boyfriend or a son or a daughter, anyone, if you have a Harry Potter fan in your family and you're gonna have to take him, just brace yourself. You may like it. I mean, my stepdad took my little sister to the midnight showing, and I mean, he didn't say he was thrilled with it, but he didn't hate it, and he, enjoyed it. But just brace yourself. You might not enjoy it, but I mean, overall, if I was to give it a rating out of 10 from my point of view, I would give it a 5. But if I was a Harry Potter fan, I would probably give it a 9. Because, it pushed all the right buttons for a Harry Potter fan. But it didn't push my buttons. But anyway, just thought I'd make this video at, 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. Because I got nothing better to do. You could sleep, Tim. Too easy. Anyway, peace out, guys.